Oh, hello. Before I say anything else, I'm going to say I bet this show is going to be a mess. Here's just an indication of the kind of garbage I'm going through right now. I spent a whole lot of time putting together the whole new awman.net, which I'm pretty happy with for the most part. And today I was going to post a link on the Facebook page to let everybody know that you can use that link instead of the really long, cumbersome one that nobody seems to remember, and rightfully so, because it's just this big, gigantic thing full of characters and numbers or whatever. So I try to post it on Facebook, and then it tells me for some reason it does not meet Facebook's community standards, which I don't understand, because it's pretty much all the same content from the Facebook page for the radio show, except it's just formatted in a much easier to peruse through fashion. So I'm going to have to get to the bottom of that. And then in my haste trying to sort that out while I was starting the show, then that song you just heard, the Poppy Family, Evil Overshadows Joe, it was probably peeking out for a good 30, 45 seconds, so it probably sounded like shit from being distorted, but what are you going to do? That's it, I suppose. So anyhow, yeah, that came out in 1969 through London in Canada on a single. And what do we got? What do I have, I should say, for you guys this week? There's Zach is going to be talking to us about Midway, and my understanding is he's got Ed Wilcox, known for his solo output, of course, and then also his long-running band, Temple of Bombay 10, is going to pop on the line for a little bit, too. And there's the weekly show rundown stuff, a whole assortment of music, a set of songs about going crazy. And we'll see what else. I think I'm going to try and give away... Oh, yeah, I'm going to try and give away some tickets to the upcoming bowling show here in Prague, too. Because we just did the boat show, so the only way to follow that up is you do a bowling show. So, yeah, more on all that junk later. I think I just want to get more music playing here. I don't even have my usual backing track set up, so that's why you're hearing something totally unusual. Anyhow, yeah, I'm going to play for my friends Ella and Akeem, who were here last weekend for the boat show. They came from Leipzig just to see it. I am going to play something by Ella's band, Die Klumb. The song is Do Your Diet. It comes from the album Con Pimiento, which Ella's label U-Bac put out in 2018.
Dancing in the nude field. fais rien pour m'aider. Si tu veux que j'oublie cet amour à tout jamais perdu, je t'en supplie, ne m'en parle plus.
Wow. No backing track, eh? No, here it comes, I think. Maybe? Come on. Yes, some backing track that is. Alright. Turn that down a little more, maybe. So, what do we just hear? Ariane, Tu voudrais que j'oublie, from 1966, put out by the Palette label in Belgium. And what does that mean? I bet that's exactly what you're wondering right now. The answer is...
You would like me to forget.
Come on, be a bit louder, wouldn't you?
You would like me to forget. Tu voudrais que j'oublie.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then before that, we heard a new song by New Fries. It is taken from The Idea of Us, which was just put out, I think maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, by Telephone Explosion, and the song was Mount Tambora. I haven't listened to the rest of that record yet. I bet it's good, though. Then there was T-Rex with Ripoff from Electric Warrior, put out in 1971 through Fly Records. Then Tammy's Dance from 1960 by Clyde Gary and his orchestra, released by the Shad label on a 7-inch single. And to start, as I mentioned, Klumb with Do Your Diet from Pimiento, released in 2018. So the big question is now, what will I play next? I believe I'm going to play something by Temple of Matin 10, since Ed Wilcox will likely be on with Zach in a little over a half hour. So I will play from Thunder Feedback Confusion Eternity Limited. This came out in 1995 through Siltbreeze. And I think, once I get back, then I'm going to do the show rundown and give away those tickets, even though I usually do it now, but whatever. Does it really matter? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I can't think. Something is wrong with me.
I'd only known her for a little while. Her eyes, her lips, her arms, and tender smile. to die. The picture on the wall are still out of place. Jarred by the door, she slammed right in my face. And I didn't see one tear fall from her eyes. Oh Lord, have I lived long enough to die? The short time I had her was heavenly, the only one who meant a thing to me. And when you're happy, gee, how the time can fly. Oh Lord, have I lived long enough to die? I didn't see how I'd live another day. Life has no meaning since she's gone away. She left me without a reason why. Oh Lord, have I lived long enough to die? Live long enough to die.
Good morning. Where are you? Failing to find Francis. 10 hours in hospital in a foreign language. 3 times in 6 weeks for 3 days. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was dying, but I could still email. Good morning. Where are you? Kinder neutral, suicide room, altruistic abortion. Ring around the rosy, everyone falls down. Stuff and display me in a public place. Kangaroo car, castration, the proof in the pudding, and annihilation of the sun. Good morning. Where are you? Waiting for the black rock to stop the persistent through curate. It punches, lay back on the stairs and sailing the collateral. Al fresco, flagellation, annihilation of the self. Of the self. Of the self. Of the self.
Gee, I'm not certain that he really carried those sacks out here.
Okay. That was Wipeout. The song was Opalite and comes from their album Milkbird, put out in 2017. I don't know what label that's on, or if they just put that out themselves. I couldn't find anything to suggest that it is on a label. We also heard something by Spectres before that. It's from an album that they are going to put out, what is it, next month? Let's see here. Or actually October 30th. Yeah, so this is like the single or lead song or whatever the hell you want to call it. An Annihilation of the Self. And the name of the record that it will come from is It's Never Going to Happen and This Is Why. That'll be put out through Dark Habits. Really appreciate their kind of minimal approach to that song. It's not like they're just clocking you over the head the whole time with loud, 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 loud. It builds up. It has peaks and valleys. It's dynamic. It's well put together, I think. Then there was Jim Purdy asking a question many of us find ourselves asking regularly. Have I lived long enough to die? Found on a single on the... Yeah, that's on the B-side. The A-side was Round After Round. I should check that out, too. I've never heard that. That came out through Arnote Records in the U.S. I don't know when. Then it was Judi Johnson and the Perfections, A Way Out from 1965, released by His Master's Voice on a 7-inch single in 1965. And to start, Ed Wilcox tearing it up on drums with Temple of Bombay 10. The song was Eternity Limited from the album Thunder Feedback Confusion, put out in 1995. I'm going to play Never Ask Again by The End Result next. That came out in 1966. And I guess I promised I would give away tickets to the next Man concert here in Prague, which is a bowling show. It'll be my band, Alpha Strategy, then the POW from Poland, she's going to come down, and Magnesium from Prague as well. So my question for you, if you want 2 tickets for this show, then all you need to do is tell me the name of a release by the band Magnesium. You can write to me, do it privately. I don't care how you do it. Just don't post it on the Facebook page or something silly like that. And answer that very easy question. They have a Bandcamp page. And then, yeah, I can hook you up with those tickets. And if you don't hear me mention it again today, it means that I didn't give it away to anybody if I don't congratulate somebody. So I just don't want to be going over that thing again and again. So, yeah. Get talking to me. I got some tickets with your name on them. And I guess there's the weekly show rundown, too. I'll try and make this quick. But to lead into that...
Pertaining to show. I want the stars that's gonna be in the Coliseum, that's gonna make the people sway and rock and clap their hands to the beat and get up and dance in an area that will be big enough for them to do it in.
And now you can go to awman.net if you want to not hear me read these out really quickly. They're all listed there too. So yeah, what's going on? In Ostrava on the 28th of August, my band Alpha Strategy will be playing there along with Frau Zwei and Cesar Panchir. Then on the 28th and 29th of August, there's the Harzy Broda Festival in Poland with Curves, Pacino, Alpha Strategy, and a bunch of other bands. You can go to the Facebook page and check that out. And then, as I mentioned, on September 2nd, it's the bowling show here in Prague with the bands I just mentioned. September 12th, the Unimoon event with Stinka, Tomasz Pluka, and a bunch of other bands here in Prague at Kashtan. And what else? Oh yeah, Curves are going to come here in Prague along with Wreck. They'll play at Underdogs on September 17th. September 18th, Chervin, Ivy, Mike, and Tribe J at Underdogs. September 19th, Fetch, Musla Sound System, Alpha Strategy, Rozava, and Ballast at Sol Kostel in Odovica, Czech Republic. And then there's the Žižkovska Nas Festival in October with a whole bunch of bands. That'll be really good. And then there's a couple other things going on I've talked about before. The festival Vilat Vila in Prashanica on the weekend of August 28th. Also the Silver Rocket Summer Festival on the 29th of August. And September 10th, Java from Poland with Illegal Illusion. God damn, I can't talk. And football at Kashtan. So there you go. And reminder, I don't think I really said this too properly. The bowling show actually happens at a real bowling alley, so you can go bowling while the bands play, or in between the bands playing, or after the band's playing, or whatever you want. You can bowl it up. It's all, the ball is in your hands, in your court, I guess. Anyhow, here's the end result. Never ask again.
But I don't know the two.
get lost and don't lie. Spit tax, wise guy. Cast off most bills. Kiss off dumbbells. Walk tall and crucify. Cold fish with dead eyes. Take this face down. In this year of our Lord, head down and get crowned. Wake up for good. Cut deep and chop wood. Baby's big deal. Don't come to oatmeal. Break down hot fats. Melt down cold cash. Split up world pain. Keep faith. And they start
Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday.
That was Aerothal from Russia. I'm going to turn the echo down a bit here. Maybe turn it up a little bit more. Something like that. Yeah. And what about that song? Comes from Forms, put out in 2017. And the song itself was called I Don't Care. Comes by means of the Hands and Moment Records label. Then there was Nikki Sudden and Roland S. Howard, Sob Story from Kiss You, Kidnapped, Sharabank, which Relativity released in 1987. Then it was No Man is Poetry by Sneers, taken from the album Heaven Will Rescue Us, We're the Scum, We're in the Sun. That was released by God Unknown Records. And to start, End Result, Never Ask Again, from a single put out in 1966. And what do you know? It's time to talk to Mr. Coons.
I hope I keep my mailman called Mr. Mac away from Zach.
My name is Mac, I'm scared to say.
Hound dog.
Hey.
Deranged maniac, what's up?
Just trying to get by here. What are you up to?
You got some extra echo on today. I like it.
Yeah? It's not it doesn't make it difficult to hear from your side?
It's a very fun challenge. there's a touch of challenge, but it's a challenge I'm ready to take on.
Yeah, I'll bring it down a tad. How about that?
Oh, well, whatever floats your boat. I can understand you.
Okay, that's the main thing.
I was more complimenting you on it than anything else. Today. So today. Let's see. Not much has been going on today. I got an old friend of ours down here today, though.
I heard you guys gonna do some recording.
We're gonna do some recording. Yeah, we're gonna do all the '90s country classics today. Every single Travis Tritt song from the mid '90s. We're gonna do a little cover, album. You heard it here first. Czech Republic.
Yep.
Keep your eyes out there. It's gonna be released on Vanguard Records.
It's gonna be a hit.
I think it's gonna be a hit. Yeah. We'll get you something for the show.
Please do. Get me some promotional materials, like a hat and
probably won't.
Socks.
I'll send you another one of my Randy Travis shirts. Did I show you that Randy Travis shirt that I had made?
I'd seen it on Facebook just by virtue of perusing through there. But yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a whole '90s country because they're only $30. I shouldn't be allowed. No one should give me money because I'll spend my money on those shirts and then like putting my baseball card up on a billboard. This is the only way I spend. I don't eat anything. I hardly ever eat. I don't have any like human desires. But so I just spend my money on. That's what I spend my money on primarily. But I'm gonna put you on speakerphone and we can say hello to our old friend Ed Wilcox here.
Yeah.
All right. Can you hear us, buddy?
Sure can. Hey, Ed.
All right.
Hello. How are you?
Not too bad. How you doing?
I'm fine. It's a beautiful day out here in the mountains with that.
That sounds lovely. I wish I was there with you guys.
Sometime soon, hopefully.
Yep.
We can have an old and some of his sons were horses reunion down here in Tennessee. We always talked about doing a staff retreat down at Dollywood. So I think now it might be the time we could actually do it.
Yeah, I guess once we get past this whole coronavirus thing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is. I don't think you could even come into the country right now, could you?
I don't think so.
I actually don't know. I mean, I don't know why I'm asking you this. I should probably know the answer to this, but I don't know if we're like. I know that every other country in the world, no one's accepting anybody from the U.S. right now.
America.
Yeah. I don't know if the U.S. has the same policy. Probably so. Probably, it's as a, like, kind of an absurd retribution. I'd say we're doing the same thing. closing our borders. I mean, our borders are closed anyway, very, very, very stupidly and very poorly closed anyway. But now probably in more of a retributory way, probably maybe even to people in Europe. I really don't know that at all. I'm just total speculation on my part, though.
Yeah, well, it's even to go back to North America at all. Like, I can't even visit my mom in Newfoundland right now, so it's just a whole pile of baloney.
That's crazy. We're cruel.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cruel. That's right. I was thinking about this week, and you and I kind of talked about this really briefly, but something I was thinking about this week was different like childhood pranks that I used to play on, that my friends and I used to play on one another. We were talking about, I used to wake my stepbrother and I had bunk beds, and I had this with my little brother as well. My half brother that I moved in between my dad and my mom's house pretty frequently, and I've always been an early riser, and I would always wake them up with a big ear flick. You ever had your ears flicked, Rory?
Not in many a year, but I have.
Yeah, I probably haven't had my ears flicked in 20 plus years for sure. 25 years, I'd say.
Well, my friend, that could change next time I see you, just as a warning.
Well, I guess we'll see who wakes up first.
Well, I went to boarding school, and one time we tied up Neil Herlocker to his bed and took him out into the woods.
That's pretty slick.
What is that? Is that like tied and quartered? Drawn and quartered? What's that move called? You know, does it have a name for it?
Hogtied?
It was a good invention.
Yeah. It is kind of like what you do to horses or something like that when you're going to do something, like you tying them to 4 posts, and then you
could like 10 guys. Yeah, tied him to the bed, so he woke up in his bed in the middle of the woods.
Did he sleep through those? You guys carried him?
I don't know. He was a little argumentative.
There's nothing you could do. Have you ever had?
I think he liked it, because he got off school that morning.
That's really a new one for me. I've never heard of doing that before. Did you guys get wedgies, Ed?
Not too many wedgies, no. I went to a Quaker boarding school, so we would have to have the Quaker meeting, and you sit there very quietly, nobody says anything. So we would take forks and knives from the cafeteria and stab each other as hard as possible in the middle of the meeting. No one was allowed to cry out.
Oh, man, because you can only speak if you have a revelation, right? Yeah. If you have a revelation, you can stand up and speak. I've been to a few of those. Yeah. What about Noogie? I wonder if Noogies were like a later invention.
We have.
Did they have Noogies in... Did they have Noogies for you in Canada, Rory?
Oh, yeah.
We're really all coming from like three very different places, as opposed, like, Rory and I are closer to the States, but, Newfoundland, Canada, as opposed to rural Appalachia, are really different demographics. I'm really wondering what practices, like, if there were any, like, practices that were common in all three of our cultures.
What about kick me signs?
It's real. I did those sometimes in school. I would do kick me signs, but it was really hard to get. I think they're kind of it's really hard to get tape that sticks to people's apparel.
Yep.
That was my experience with kick me signs. They'd always fall off. They fall off after like 3 seconds. Did you have any experiences like with kick me signs, Rory?
I mean, it was basically the same idea. Yeah, you're at the mercy of the adhesive that you're using.
Duct tape would hold a little bit longer, but still, apparel just isn't meant to be taped upon usually.
Yeah, unless maybe you give somebody like a real hearty pat on the back or something, you might be able to pull it off. But other than that, if you're trying to be discreet about it, then it's probably not going to work out.
About who can punch the lightest?
I was always like this, like frog punches.
You say, let's who can punch the lightest, and then you jack the poor guy. Oh, I'm sorry, I lose.
Oh, that's a new one. No, I've never done that one. What about like Indian burn? Is Indian burn? Is that
too many of them?
Is that North American Indian or Southeast Asian Indian? Do you know? Does anybody know the answer to that? Do you know that, Rory?
No, I've been wondering about that too. I think I'm going to have to look into it.
Yeah. It seems to me. I mean, I think because I was in we're all from North America. You would think it would be like an indigenous Indian burn. Oh, they really hurt too. Wow, twisting your skin in different ways like that. That's a painful one. Did you guys ever do the butt pinching, like coming up behind somebody and pinching their butt as hard as you possibly could? Did you guys do that?
We did. That was a little too intimate for us.
Yeah, we never did that.
Listen to this. I know we're running a little low on time. I actually have a really funny, to me, a really funny story about, because this was like, maybe this was just like an intra-family thing for me, because my stepbrother and I would do it to one another. My dad would do it. It'd just be like, come up behind somebody and just grab and pinch as hard as you could with two fingers. So I was in Sam's Club in rural Appalachia. I was probably 10 or 11 years old. This was the last time I ever did a butt pinch, actually. So I came up to this guy that looked exactly like my dad from the behind. You know, he had my dad's same shock of black hair, was wearing my dad's jeans, was wearing the same similar shirt to my dad. So I came up behind him, pinched him as hard as I possibly could, just like twisting my pinch. And the guy turned around. The guy grabbed a Sprite bottle, whirled around, raised the Sprite bottle up above his head. It was an Asian guy. And he was screaming at me in probably Mandarin. Screaming at me, I think that would definitely be a no-no in those cultures. So, yeah, he whirled around and I was trying to explain to him, I thought you were my dad, but then that explanation really doesn't make sense to anybody that you're not your dad, you know? I mean, it's just like pinching someone's butt that isn't your dad or like a close schoolmate. Really doesn't, there's no explanation for it. So fortunately my dad was actually close and he saw me doing this. My dad was having the biggest laugh of his life, watching me get into this trouble with this, I believe Chinese fellow. He was really having a great laugh at my expense, but my dad did come up and like step in and like pull me away from this guy who was about to beat my brains in with this full 2-liter Sprite bottle. And that's the last butt pinch I ever gave in my life. I learned my lesson from that. No more butt pinches.
Well, you still got another 30 or 40 years left, I'd say. So you could always change your mind.
I know. You know what? I've given affectionate butt pinches to partners, to romantic partners, but nothing like not trying to like make the skin red or anything like that. Just come up like goosing more or less. Just coming up, surprising somebody. Like giving a little butt grab or something like that. More affectionate thing than trying to really do any damage at all. But yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to bring that one back.
Yeah, you have the power.
You really have to have a lot of consent.
Yeah, you could get yourself in a lot of trouble.
I mean, consent is really a wonderful thing. I completely agree with consent. You don't want to have to have a written contract that said, I agree to have my butt pinched at surprising times. I agree to this. What about mooning? Did you guys ever do mooning? We used to do on the highway, we used to do what we called a pressed ham. I remember the best pressed ham I ever had. There was a just married car. It was on a highway on 64 East in West Virginia. And we pulled up to these people. They were still dragging the cans. They had just married written in marker all over the windows of the car. And I had my friend, I got in the back seat, and I had my friend just pull up right next to him and gave him a pressed ham. I put my butt against the window. And they were trying to speed away. They were yelling at us, screaming at us, trying to speed away. My friend just kept keeping perfect speed with them. So just for miles, they had their windows down, screaming their goddamn heads off at us, trying to get away. And my butt was just standing there wiggling, pressed against that window. That was my most successful pressed ham moon I've ever had in my life. And I'm still giving those as an adult. I give accidental moons all the time because I'm on this property, and I'm really usually have the property myself, so I walk around naked all the time. But I do surprise people pretty frequently here. So I get people, because I do try to turn around so you don't see the full frontal nudity. So I do try to turn around really quick. So I've given a lot of people accidental moons here, no intentional moons anymore. Probably wouldn't. That's another one where you'd have to have to have a really pretty tremendous level of intimacy with the person or a lot of consent. One way or the other.
I think those people in the car deserved it, though. They sound like they come out of a fucking comic book or something with the just married sign and the cans on the back of the car. Like, that's too much.
Yeah, they were really just that. They were like, they were foils. They were really classic foils. Like you couldn't. You're like you said, you couldn't. It was like a script for an '80s movie with a bunch of juvenile delinquents in the goddamn car. I'm one of the juvenile delinquents. It's like Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I'm Ferris Bueller in this situation, and they're just like the classic suburban, just married couple, just trying to enjoy their honeymoon, and then all of a sudden they get just an eye full of, an eye full of my little skinny Appalachian ass.
They got a whole different kind of moon.
Yeah, maybe it set the tone for their honeymoon. They probably got divorced immediately. This is how it starts out, and so if I can lead to one more divorce in this country, I feel like I've, we don't have many divorces in this country. It's a really it's a really rare phenomenon here in the U.S. It's usually a like I don't know if my sarcasm is or I'm more being sardonic, I guess. I don't know if that's being able to be picked up by the audience at all, or if there is an audience at all. If everyone hasn't tuned out by this point. If they have, I would totally commend them on that. But
if you do commend them, they'll never know. So if they're already gone,
they'll never know.
Yep.
Yeah. I should just commend the people that have stayed, assuming there are any. I mean, I know there are at least 3 people that have stayed. Myself being one of them.
Well, yeah, I think that pretty well wraps it up for today. I think we said all these.
Yeah, I'm going to get the hell off of this phone call before this guy talks about anything else. Hey, my friend, it's always a pleasure. I'm glad I was last week. I didn't know what to do with myself. I'm glad we were able to get back on the streak here this week, and I really want to thank Ed for coming down here, for being my good friend all these years, and agreeing to be a part of this. And I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come on here and just ramble for 15 to 20 minutes every. I know it's supposed to be 5 minutes. It rarely is. Usually it's closer to 15 or 20 minutes. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity to do this every week. It really means a lot to me. It's like always a high mark of my week.
Yeah, buddy. Well, I'm eternally glad to have you on here, and we'll keep the train moving along a little more smoothly and ensure that we don't miss any more. That last one was on me. It's just too much stuff floating around here, boat show and all that business. So
Hey, that can't be beat.
It was a goodie. But
yeah. Well, my friend, I will. I've been catching the show afterwards here more lately. But I'm looking for. It's always a treat. I always look forward to listening to the show. I love the country themes. I love the whole show, but I always love the country themes around. Usually all of my favorite topics: despair and loss and grief. I always clowning, being a clown.
Yeah.
I always love your themes.
The next one we got coming up after we wrap up here is, I just call it the crazy set. I'm going to start it off with Jack Reno. We all go crazy. One of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
Yep.
One of my favorites. Do you have Rever Room? Is Rever Room going to be on it? The Porter Wagner song?
I've played that on the show before. I just picked out things that had the word crazy in the title, so it's not so much necessarily
specifically crazy in the title.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
So there's some good ones.
Well, my friend,
there.
I will. There's no doubt in my mind. I cannot wait to revisit it.
Well, thanks, my friend, and thanks, Ed. Good chatting with you for a little bit.
Thank you.
And
yeah, thanks. Thanks for having us, my friend. I'll be seeing you.
All right, be seeing you. Bye.
All right, goodbye.
Jackson scares himself with the way out things he does. Tommy's mommy sits and dreams about a man who never was. Mr. Jackson tears his hair for the bills he has to pay. Yes, we all go crazy in our own particular way. Bobby likes to hurt his friends, and he does it with a grin. Billy smiles and lets the people step all over him. Old man Brown has cried so long, his tears are turning gray. Yes, we all go crazy in our own particular way. What's it all about? What's it all for? Life is full of empty games where nobody scores. Sally's got too much love to give, so she spreads it where she can. Mary's got no love at all, she's afraid of every man. Preacher Jenkins wrings his hands, he's forgotten how to pray. Yes, we all go crazy in our own particular way. What's it all about? Where can we turn? Life is full of little lessons nobody learns. Johnny totes a great big sign, he don't wanna go to war. Jimmy shakes up on the line, cause he has to kill some more. Prophets cry, but no one hears the things they have to say. Yes, we all go crazy in our own particular way. Yes, we all go crazy in our own particular way.
God, I can't fucking make my mind work.
Crazy one, don't you know that you can't
My body is dismembered from my mind completely, which is pretty average with me.
Tonight
Hello, backing track. Where are you? Why does it keep doing this? It just stops. There we go. That's better. Okay, and then the song ends. Alright. I don't know, can I talk over Jackie and the Starlight so you get some of this big crying fit in the middle of the song? So, I'll turn it down a little more. Yeah, that was Aleka Kanilidu with Crazy Girl, as you might have guessed the title of the song as being. I always thought the mixing job on that was pretty strange because whoever engineered it, they really, like, when she doesn't sing, they, like, crank up the backing instrumentation, and then when she does sing, they turn it back down again, so it's really jarring when you listen to it on headphones. Even if you don't, it's still kind of weird. Anyhow, what else do we have? What else did I play? There was also in the Crazy set, Scratch Acid. Before that, Crazy Dan from the Scratch Acid album Just Keep Eating, put out by Save 12, or no, Fundamental Records as catalog entry Save 12, if that matters, and Rabbit Cat Records in 1986. Then it was Jacine Dariu and The Chosen Few. It's really silly. If you look at the picture sleeve of this online, they're all dressed up in like stereotypical Egyptian gear. So I guess that's kind of the whole gimmick. I don't know anything about them. But anyway, I suppose it ties in thematically with what you'd expect the song to sound like if that's what Egyptian music sounded like. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, the song was Crazy Crazy. That was the A-side of that single put out in West Germany in 1967. Or did I mix that up? Yeah, I mixed that up. I'm a moron. It was actually, what I was talking about was by Ramses and Selket, Crazy One. And then the song after that was Crazy Crazy by Jacine Dariu and The Chosen Few. Anyway, yeah, so the Ramses and Selket, Crazy One came out in 1968 in the Netherlands. And to start it off, Jack Reno, We All Go Crazy. We All Go Crazy. From 1969. Put out by Dot Records. And I guess there's another 23 minutes to go of the show. I'm going to play something by Taciturn called Take It. It's from their album Punk Death, which came out in 2019. This is a really unusual song. I guess the whole record is pretty atypical, but they have a really neat kind of back and forth vocal approach on this. And yeah, it's one of these, again, to kind of tie into when we heard that song by, what was it, Structures earlier? Spectres, sorry. And yeah, just the kind of like idea of you can make a really intense song emotionally without it being something that's just clocking you over the head constantly about it being loud. This has a lot of kind of dynamic range in it that I appreciate. So yeah, here it is. Take it. You can take it. Take it, 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 take it.
You drinking water right now?
No, it's gin.
Thanksgiving. Cook a turkey.
Nach 2 Cognacs Ex bekamst du deine Abschiedstexte waren gut. Ratlos und perplex, nur dachte ich, was mach ich ohne dich? Stets war mein Komplex, du bist zu schön. Schaum hast du für 6, ach was für 10. Liegt denn sowas exklusiv nur mich? Was mach ich ohne dich?
Ob du daran denkst, wie einsam und verloren ich bin. Nein, du hast schon längst eine andere im Sinn.
Gib mir keinen Extrakuss jetzt mehr, der nur noch reflext, wie ungefähr. Ratlos und perplex, nur frag ich mich, was mach ich ohne dich? Was mach ich ohne dich?
All die Nächte mit dir, voll von Glück bis zum Morgengrau. Die und dich stand mir eine andere Frau.
Diese Dame X, die dich mir nimmt, fliegt auf deine Tricks, wie ich bestimmt. Dann als Dame X, sagt sie wie ich, was mach ich ohne dich? Was mach ich ohne dich?
Yeah. Woo, okay, what do we got? What was that? That was Goudron from Alma, Quebec. The song was Bolaire Asphalt. And it's taken from their recording record. What is it? Is this an EP? It's got 8 songs. This is an LP. Yeah. All right. That was put out in October of last year. What does this mean? I just closed up the Google Translate browser tab. Now I want to... Asphalt Bowler is what it means. Okay. I still don't necessarily know if I know what that means in English. And then before that, we heard Francois Hardy with Was Mach ich ohne dich, or What Will I Do Without You, put out in 1970 on the Trauma LP through Philips. Then it was Our Baseball Careers by the Conformists from their album Divorce. That was recorded in Studio B at Electrical Audio by Steve Albini in Chicago. That's where my band recorded 2 of our records as well. And then was mastered by Chicago Mastering Services, which is what we did with our last one too, interestingly enough. This album, Divorce, was put out by Agoo Records in 2016. What else? We heard Svart Magi. I'm going to need the assistance of Google Translate for this one for sure. So the name of the song itself in Swedish is
Hög på livet, glädje är min drog.
Which means
high on life, joy is my drug.
And I might as well get the title from you too, Google Translate, now that you're here.
Bela en DAT för dans.
Which means mixed before dance. I should have fucking had the thing say it again. See?
Mixed before dance.
Yeah. I can't even say English stuff properly. How am I still here? Okay. So yeah, that came out in 2015 as a self-released item. Then there was the first stage demo of Telstar by Joe Meek, which is the song where he's all like, oh, and he has also echo reverb stuff going on with his voice, even though I don't think he really needs to, but do I need to? I don't know. So that's found on this 4-CD box set, Joe Meek Portrait of a Genius, the RGM Legacy, which Castle Music released in 2005. And to start, it was Taciturn with Take It from their album Punk Death, put out by themselves as a self-released item in 2019. Oh, what do you know? My thing is actually playing one of my backing tracks now that we're at the end of the show. I wasn't going to play anything else, but I got this lined up anyway. It's a song by Lady Lynch called City Falls, and this was released by Cut Surface in 2018. Thanks to everybody for being here, and thanks to Zach and Ed for joining me partway through. Thanks to people for listening on the replay, and I'll talk to you earlier than usual next week, probably on Thursday, I think, because I'm going to be out of town on the weekend. So anyway, we'll see how that goes. Thanks, and bye.
A city falls.
Let us get the fuck out of here.
Just look after yourself, as they always say, because no one else will.
Be seeing you. And you.